back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a magical day, and this makes today even more magical because we have a BAND-MAID video to check out. So, you guys wondering, yes, I am in university right now, around 1-2 weeks in, but this video is getting uploaded right after the one I finished the weeks before, so, you know, it's just like a mixture of stuff and like when it's been done and all that. It's weird. But yeah. I did put out a community post saying exactly when each artist is getting painted, digitally painted in the huge mural. So go check that out so you know exactly when BAND-MAID's gonna be drawn. If you're interested, which I think you guys are because you saw the traditional drawing. Then again, if you just want to see traditional drawing, that's gonna be a digital drawing that I'm gonna do. So if you don't like that, just don't watch it. But yeah. So very excited because today I'm checking out Blooming, and it has been in my list for quite a while. It's just that other songs were suggested a bit more, so I jumped to those first. Since you guys wanted to see them, I thought, okay, you guys have good suggestions because they're your favorite artists, so let's go with them, and then we continue. I feel like Blooming was suggested, it's just that I did do a few romantic ones, and if I remember correctly, it's around that category of genre. BAND-MAID does a lot of genres, but I think it's around that kind of area. And because I did those, I jumped into something different so I could balance out and see every single side of BAND-MAID, which I don't think I still do, but yeah, I think I've got a pretty good idea until now. So, super excited to check out Blooming. And yeah, it's a official music video, so I'm going to be analyzing also the view I get. The scenery, the editing, some of my favorite parts, as well as the music, obviously. But it's just so cool. What they do is just always super professional, and it's clearly important to mention it. Let's go. I like how she's like, actually it's just starting do, and then it's like do. It's just like, I know they switch tones and stuff quickly, but I feel like that was too quick. Oh my god, they're incredible. Like, I just clicked start. I did it in the first second, and everything's changed. Okay, first of all, I love this climax. It's so fun, and we're not even a minute into the song. That is the best thing. I can't. It just keeps everything so cool. And okay, I can definitely tell that it doesn't seem to be one of the romantic songs. But yeah, I remember something around those notes. Like, it was a specific genre I did see, so I didn't revisit it. That was the point. So I need to talk about how cool and sharp this like hill up is, and how beautiful. Like, we had guitar enter a bit and like hype up that moment, and from there on it went straight up with Psyche just starting, just go for it, and she's just like basically rapping at this point beautifully, and I really enjoy how it's just building up, because I know she's gonna just reach a point and just completely change, because that's what they do. But you never know how it's gonna change, because they always change differently. And that's what I love. They're so unexpected, but so like always pleasing change and transformations and shifts that you do not mind at all. I love that we switched the lighting. That was so good, perfect for the climax. I also love that there's like a mist atmosphere. You can't see them clearly. There's that mystery, that drama, and because the song itself is dramatic, is that quick and like, but also mysterious beginning. Like there's all that going for it, so it fits perfectly with that kind of mist to add the tension, to add the distortion into the whole mix. It's so cool. And I really like how it's like they do have a pattern when it comes to a few things. So Psyche loves to hype, and either blow up, which she did, and follow it up with what she also performs afterwards, which I'm gonna say. But she also likes to go, let's say, even slower or even hype up more and like do a session and stuff. Here, what she does is the second thing that I also really enjoy. She does like a variation of one or two things. She works around those, but I can see a little pattern of what she works with when it comes to, let's say, climax moments, chorus moments, and all that. So she really likes to build up climax, and obviously there's sometimes that she just builds up and goes slowly, fades out, and then continues, and then builds, and just goes for it, which is just insane. But just for some reason her voice works okay after that, so I guess go for it. But she also just like builds up, goes insane, and then here slows down, has no intention of actually fading and like completely slowing down, but she keeps a consistent slower than the climax pace, which she then like builds upon a rhythm that's different than what she used to do in the climax high notes. And it's just that irregular like rhythm and all that just gets you interested even more. It's just like perfectly timed. It's all that mixed together. They bring a completely beautiful result. And because I hear it every time, I think it's really cool to mention. Like there was a pace, but like at the beginning of the climax high note, she was way higher and was going way faster. So like there's like that pace going, and it's so interesting. Also, music's helping so much. Like, oh, it's so cool. Like I can't, like instruments are not coordinated together, but because they fill up each other's gaps, not only are they featured alone, but they also blend beautifully. Because the transitions between them are super fluid and completely perfectly done. Cannot like comprehend how they did that, but it's so fun. Okay. Oh my god. This is definitely a rock song, first of all. Imagine the beginning, people watching the beginning will be like, romantic song. Huh. Okay. I see. Then it says romance is something different. Okay. So, definitely a rock song. It's so obvious. I love the combination of Kanami's guitar playing, the bass behind to give that edge of Misa, and then Psyche just going for it, especially because she started off with that pace that she kept from before. And they had a little pause between the time that I stopped the video and continued it, which also really works super efficiently. I love it, and it's almost like 2 minutes only, so amazing. wasn't a drop here because it swiftly continues. Usually you would hear, let's say, a drop of drums or guitar. There was nothing. You would hear the drums drop. You just hear them continue playing as if Psyche didn't finish. So they don't coordinate with her, but that means that they continue onto a musical break, where musical instruments get featured more, and it's really interesting how they choose to do it. It's just so cool to see. That's the drop I meant. I love that they didn't only not do it at the beginning, but they did it after. That was beautiful. I love that. And they reintroduced voice with that. Perfectly done. I love that so much. That is so cool. Especially because they do usually drop drums and then continue with vocals. Here they used it for a musical break. And because it's at the point where you expect that to happen, the fact that it doesn't happen, it's even more effective. Also really appreciate how they just killed it in that musical break. Like, from drums basically soloing, you could pick up its music alone, the drums. Akane was killing it. The Misa, before even having the drums keep a pace, I could pick up Misa's deep bass playing, solid and beautiful, and that transition made it, like how it played to create that transition, beautiful. And then you had Akane just re-enter, and I feel like I could hear also Miku play, but like you could hear Kanami like coming like to go with the super fast, like she just destroyed everything. It's so enjoyable to always watch something like that. Nice way to reintroduce the speed. You keep that far away slowly building, but you don't change its pace, and you reintroduce Psyche, keeping up the tone, and the actual like speed. Super nicely done. Like they are killing it. This song is beautifully done, a masterpiece of composition and music, and they're using a lot of new things together so nicely and sharply. It's beautiful. They also do it exactly at the point where they start like singing Far Away. And that drop with the lights is so pretty. Every single change of color of lights has been beautiful. And every single light change like here with that scene, perfectly done. It's so nicely like perfectly done that it's just like you knew they knew what they were doing with the editing, and it's really nice. Okay. incredible. Can I just mention how cool it was that basically Kanami was performing a vocal high note guitar solo. And because the vocals were like that slow pace of Far Away from before where we started, and you had the hit with vocals from Psyche being faster and all that, that was repeated here again. But Kanami was basically playing with her guitar the high notes, and it's so nicely done. And then you had Psyche come and enter and complement that and like sink into that like volume and speed and all that so perfectly that it's just flew by, like beautiful. The fact that they thought of like connecting it like that through musical instruments. Like we know that sometimes the voice could become the instrument itself, like it could sound like music. But it's even more fun when you have the instrument performing what a voice before did, like the kind of levels and rhythm the voice was singing at, the musical instrument repeats. Especially when the actual voices now perform the lower parts together. It's even more impactful and super fun. Oh my god, they've killed this one. I feel like this one was super fun, and also the editing at the end, getting quicker, beautifully done, perfectly timed cuts, and also the lighting flickering from just like opening and closing to that line it did before, like that, to actually like flashing and all that, and changing colors between. Beautiful, beautiful to see, and super enjoyable. Hope you guys had fun. That was really cool. I think I got a lot of, let's say, analytical parts in about what happened, a lot of analysis, but I just enjoyed it so much. And there were some moments that I really thought it would be really fun, and the perfect moments to explain a few things of what I like from what they can do and what the girls can perform. And it's just really cool to mention sometimes. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications that we send. Next week we have another BAND-MAID video, so come join me and say which one it is. For now, bye bye.